Hey everyone, so here's a set of gel nails. So on this set we're using Nail Harmony's pH bond and Young Nails protein bond, 2 coats of protein bond on each nail. And we're going to form these nails out. So when you use tips, if you're going to put tips on, you would put the tips on first, shape them up and blend them in, and then put your protein bond and your primer and stuff on. But we're doing forms, so I put the forms on and I put the pH bond, and then I put 2 coats of the protein bond on. Then I get a glass dampen dish, because you need that when you're working with gel. So I get a really thin layer and put it on the nail bed of clear base gel, like you see I'm doing here. I get it on the nail bed really thin. Then I get another bead and I just drop it by the free edge like you watched me do here. Then I just start going and forming it to the shape. So this is just all a thin layer of base. Then I just go around the sides like I'm doing here, all around, making sure it's a perfect shape. That way, we don't have it running off the sides of the form or anything like that. And if you have any gel that's leaked off to the side or by the cuticle area, you want to clean that up with an orange wood stick. Or right here, I just was using my gel brush, but you want to clean that with an orange wood stick. And make sure it's a thin layer for your first layer of base. And then I'm pinching. We're all about the pinching, remember. So I'm pinching the nails, and then I put her into the lamp for about 40 seconds. And then I'll pinch again. After I use the clamp, I'll use the magic wand here. I want to make sure they're really, really skinny, just the bottom layer. That's your most important time to pinch that bottom layer. And with gel nails, it's really hard to get them to stay pinched because it's gel. But that's why I put her into the lamp and cure it while it's in the lamp with the clamps on. And then I go on, and I'm using Diva DC's gels here. So this is their cover. So I'm using the cover for our nude. She wanted them to be nude. So I just put one layer, and you watch how I do that. I put it by the cuticle area, and then I just drop it down, bring it down, put her into the lamp. I will pinch again when she comes out, and then I will put another layer of this cover gel on, this color. And I'll also show you another good way to pinch after we're done with the color. So right here, I've already put the color. Then I'm going around it with an orange wood stick. Then you see what I'm using here? It's from IBD, those little pads. I spray it with alcohol, and I am pinching the nail. See what I'm doing here? I am holding with the nail with the pad on top of the nail, and I'm pinching it, squeezing it. Because the cold from the alcohol and the hot from her just coming out of the lamp, it's gonna like cure it like that. It's gonna make it stay and be pinched. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but the cold from the alcohol, when you put that on the heat of the nail that just came out of the lamp, it's gonna make it pinch, get a real tight C curve. So I do that with all the nails, and then I cap it with clear gel. Then afterwards, I wipe it off and cleanse the nail. We're done with that, ready to go. I'm moving on to the next. So usually I'll do 2 or 3 nails at a time. But for the video, I just did 1 nail at a time on this one hand so I can show you the process. Alright, so same process. I just grabbed a little bit on the nail bed with firm pressure, getting it into the crevices of the natural nail. And then I get another bead and build out the layer, the free edge. A thin free edge. And remember, afterwards she'll go into the lamp for about 20-30 seconds. Afterwards, and it just depends if you're in an LED lamp or UV. So, and then you'll go into the lamp on whatever gels you're using, the manufacturer's, you know, what they say to do, 2 minutes, or if it's a LED or UV, whatever. So afterwards, I'll have her come out, and I'll use the pinching clamp, have her go back in, come back out, and then I'll pinch with the magic wand, and I will also use the sponge that I'm using, and I hold that sponge, that cold alcohol, onto the nail and squeeze it. But here I'm doing a second layer of the cover. Alright guys, so like I said, it's really hard to pinch gel and to keep that C-curve. So I pinch a lot during this process. So I'll pinch with the clamper, I'll pinch with the magic wand, and then I'll also use the sponge method with the cold alcohol or gel cleanser, whatever you have, and holding that cold sponge on that warm nail, and it should stay that way, like it cooks it there for a minute, holding that C-curve right where we want it. So I'm showing you here, we're doing another nail. I think I show you 4 nails on this hand, and it's just the same process. So just watch. I've already explained to you how I do it. I just see how I just grabbed that bead right there. Then I just start making my free edge, just building it around. If you want it like a round shape, a coffin shape, we're just doing a little square shape. So you want to make your shape, whatever you're making at this point. Or if you have tips on, then your tips will already be the shape, and then you just go on top from your tips. And after I do the base, this is very important. After I do the base, you might have noticed, I take off the form immediately. I don't put the cover on top of the base with the form on, because I want it to get an even cure. So I will take the form off, so underneath it's clear, and then on top we have the cover that we're putting on, so we will have an even cure without the form. So I will take that off as soon as I'm done making my base layer. So after I put the base, then I will go on and put 2 coats of the cover. Then I'll go on and cap it with clear gel. See what I'm doing here? And then if I feel my structure's not thick enough or high enough, I will go get another bead, and I'll cure the first clear. I'll cure it first, and then I'll have her come out, and I'll put another bead on for if I need to make more thickness. So, and then afterwards we clean all the nails with the alcohol or your gel cleanser, whatever you have. Alright guys, and remember, when you're dealing with gel, you don't want to mess with it too much. You see how in this gel, that in this set I'm doing, there's hardly no bubbles in the gel. You don't want to overwork your gel. Always just use the tip of your brush very gently, and you can maneuver it around with the tip of it or the top of it, but the top tip, but very gentle, and never overwork your gel. You're just going to get air bubbles and it's just not going to work out very well. So always do it just lightly. You see how I'm doing it here? I'm just doing it so gentle, just with the tip, maneuvering it where I need it to go. That's it. Alright guys, so I'm showing you here, this is just our base, and then I built out the free edge. Look at our C-curve, it's beautiful and really thin, exactly how you want it, just like this. You want it real tight, you want that base layer with the tight C-curve and really thin, just how it is here. Then I go back, you see I'm using my magic wand to give it more of a pinch. Alright, so I didn't show you the first layer because the lighting was getting in the way, but we did 2 layers of the diamond gel. That's this gel we're putting on right here, and I just put 2 layers of this. Afterwards, I'll cap that with clear gel, just the same, and after I cap them all with clear too, I still will go in and pinch with the magic wand, seeing it even though it's probably dry, and I still see if it gives me any more, like if it's still pliable at all, so I can pinch it all. But if not, then I don't. But I still go in there and I try. Always I make sure every step of the way to pinch these nails, because when you're pinching gel, it doesn't really stay that way. You got to keep doing it because it's gel, it really doesn't stay. So here's the final results for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And it's just nude and the diamond gel. So thanks you guys so much. Love you guys.